Alright, time to show off my late game factory. This is for items tier 7 and above, so like anything aluminum, turbo motors, supercomputers, cooling devices, etc. They're all made here. So I'm very happy to get this done, as this is like one of the major obstacles for like people that play this game. So anyways, yeah, let's take a look at it. So things come in via this rail line here. Nothing special with the signaling, just block signals. I didn't think it'd be worth it to deal with path signaling since the throughput isn't that crazy. So oil refining, got a line of rubber here. It's then fed into these ones here, or sorry, the heavy oil residue is used to make fuel. And that fuel is then pumped into these refineries that are using the recycled plastic and recycled rubber alternates, just for efficiency's sake. Copper is processed here, nothing special, just pure copper alternates, same thing with iron. So I decided to go with, for aluminum, the instant scrap alternate because, well, if you look at my map here, this is where I'm getting my coal, and conveniently sulfur is right beside it, so there's really no reason for me not to. It saves an additional step, and it keeps me well supplied with aluminum. So the aluminum scrap is sent through these smelters, and then anything of excess, of course, is then crushed, because this is just one of those things where you have to keep the system moving, or else you deal with the water backup, as you can see here. So this water has to be looped back into the system, which is used again by these blenders, and I have a valve limiting the amount of water coming in from the water pumps, which are hidden behind that platform there. You'll just have to trust me. Take a quick look underneath. These are all the trains coming in. The resources come in, they get thrown into storage buffers, and then they're sent up on the roof, which they're then sorted to be processed. Let's take a look over here. So this is all the processed materials going through. So I'm very bad at dealing with, or at least making, belt spaghetti look presentable, so I like to cheat. I just hide it. So I have like these sorting floors where they just kind of go through, and whenever I need an item, I use a splitter to take off the line and then send it to wherever it's needed. Yeah, so I have one going this way, have another going back that way, and then I have a final sorting floor here where it's sent to manufacturers, and of course each manufacturer floor has their own sorting floor. Here, I'll just remove this just to show you. So yeah, all the items are coming in via conveyor lifts, and then they're split to their respective manufacturer where they are making whatever I set the manufacturer to make. Anyways. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, so 6 floors. Another cool thing is that I decided to use heavy oil residue for the coated wire alternate, so I got a big line of heavy oil residue being sent all the way down here, and then fed into these refineries, which are being also fed wires to make a lot of cables, because this build requires a fuckload of crystal oscillators, which require a lot of cables. So that kind of consolidates that, saves me a lot of space and hopefully a lot of power. And then anything of excess with the heavy oil residue is sent into this overflow pipe. So basically what happens here is that anything below has priority, if you know how like fluid systems in this game work. And then if there's any buildup, it'll build up in this pipe until it eventually spills over into this refinery here, which is then making petroleum coke, spending all that excess heavy oil residue, and then that coke is then crushed. So I'm able to make some tickets off of that and keep the whole system moving without any issues. And then we'll take a look at the final phase of the whole line. So everything, all the intermediates are then sent to the final phase here. The piping is a little fucked up. I kind of winged it, but at the end of the day, it kind of works. It actually looks kind of neat. And then everything at the end of the line is sent onto a single Mark V belt, which is then brought up here, and I use smart splitters to send it off into its respective storage containers. So, of course, I got aluminum here, aluminum casing, crystal oscillators, etc., etc., etc. And then anything of excess is then sent to the left into merger, which is sent along this line here, and then eventually sent into this crusher, which I can use to get more points. Not like I really need them, but you know. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. See ya.